Law 4. Always say less than necessary. This law, as cryptic as it may seem, carries the weight of years of wisdom and observation. It speaks to the essence of communication, the heart of interactions, and the core of human connections. It's a principle that has been proven over time across different cultures and societies, and it is as relevant in the realms of love and friendships as it is in the corridors of power and the boardrooms of business. When you're interacting with others, there's a tendency to believe that the more you say, the more you communicate. This is a misconception. Communication doesn't rely on the number of words you say, but rather the impact of those words. Words are like seeds. When used sparingly and wisely, they can grow into massive trees bearing the fruits of understanding, respect, and influence. Trying to impress people with a barrage of words often has the opposite effect. The more you say, the more common you appear. There's a level of mystery that comes with being reserved. People tend to equate verbosity with desperation, a need for validation. On the other hand, silence, or saying just enough, suggests confidence, control, and a profound depth that is intriguing. This is not about manipulation or hiding our true selves. It is about understanding human nature. It is about aligning with the reality that scarcity creates value. The less you give, the more people want. This is true of material possessions, and it's especially true with words. Think of it like a painting. If an artist were to use all the colors in his palette all at once on a single canvas, the result would be a chaotic mess. But if he chooses his colors carefully, using some sparingly and others more liberally, he creates a masterpiece. Similarly, when you're painting a picture with your words, knowing when to use them sparingly makes you more effective, more compelling, more powerful. And this is not just a theory or a hypothesis. It is a phenomenon observed in our daily lives. The quietest person in the room often commands the most attention. The individual who speaks less, listens more, and when they finally speak, their words carry weight. Their silence isn't perceived as a lack of something to say, but a deliberate choice to hold back, to wait, to choose the right moment and the right words. Even if you are saying something banal, it will seem original if you make it vague, open-ended, and sphinx-like. This doesn't mean you should be obscure or intentionally confusing. Rather, it means learning the art of subtlety and nuance. Give people enough to spark their interest, but not so much that you quench their curiosity. Leave them wanting more. Leave them pondering. Room for interpretation, for imagination, for engagement. And that's the magic of it. The more you say, the more likely you are to say something foolish. By saying less, you not only appear wise, but you also minimize the risk of misspeaking or saying something inappropriate or incorrect. There is elegance and wisdom in brevity. There is power and influence in silence. Imagine the oracle at Delphi. When visitors consulted the oracle, the priestess would utter a few enigmatic words that seemed full of meaning and import. Her words, sparse yet potent, held an entire civilization in rapt attention. They guided kings, influenced wars, and shaped the course of history. Her words were not just words, they were conduits of power. The oracle's words carried such weight not because of their quantity but because of their quality. Each word was deliberate, significant, and impactful. And this wasn't just because she was an oracle, it was because she understood the power of words and the value of using them sparingly. People hung on her every word, every syllable, and found meaning in every pause. She commanded respect, admiration, and awe, not because she said a lot, but because she said enough. No one disobeyed the words of the oracle. They held power over life and death. Her words were not simply utterances, they were prophecies, decrees, guiding principles. They were a lifeline for those who sought her counsel, and they held within them the weight of destinies. And it is with that same understanding of the power of words that we too can learn to say less than necessary.